Donald Trump is not a Gemini sun. He is a textbook Taurus. Kanye West is also not a Gemini sun. He's a textbook Taurus. Notorious B.I.G. is not a Gemini sun. He's a textbook Taurus. Prince is not a Gemini sun. He's a textbook Taurus. Marilyn Monroe is not a Gemini sun. She is a textbook Taurus. Johnny Depp is not a Gemini sun. He is a textbook Taurus. None of those people that I just mentioned are Gemini suns. I am a real Gemini sun. The only reason why most people associate these dates with Gemini suns is because most people are using Western astrology, which uses the tropical system, which is mathematically inaccurate. The reason why Western astrology is inaccurate is because it uses the tropical system, which uses the Earth's seasonal cycle to track the stars rather than the actual shifting position of the stars. The problem with this is that Earth goes through a process called the precession of the equinoxes, which causes the seasons to gradually shift or drift backwards through the calendar year relative to the stars, which means that we don't have the same seasons that we had 2,000 years ago, which means that over time, the degrees of the zodiac by seasons are going to gradually go backwards. And Western astrology turns a blind eye to this and completely ignores this. And this is why Vedic astrology is the most accurate form of astrology in the world, because it uses the sidereal system, which aligns with the actual current position of the constellations in the sky rather than the seasons, which makes up for the precession of the equinoxes. And so if we're going by the actual literal positioning of the constellations in the sky relative to Earth in real time, Gemini season doesn't actually start till June 16th, which is Tupac's birthday, and it doesn't actually end until July 16th. Which means that if you were born before June 16th, I don't care how strong or how hard or how bad you want to be a Gemini, but you're not. You are a Taurus. And if you were born before July 17th, you are not a Cancer. You're actually a Gemini. And it should be pretty obvious that these people are Tauruses. Taurus suns are very slow, steady, rhythmic, and certain of themselves. And they're stubborn as hell. Who is more stubborn than this? What president is more stubborn than this person right here? What artist is more certain of himself and more stubborn than this man right here? Who's more rhythmic and steady in pace when it comes to rapping than this artist right here? Taurus is also ruled by Venus, which is the planet of art. Venus is the planet of creativity and beauty. This is one of the most creative artists that has ever existed. Taurus is also ruled by Venus, which gives them a very elegant way of expressing themselves. And when your Taurus is in Sun, it gives you a very diplomatic, very artistic type of personality, just like Marilyn Monroe had, and just like Johnny Depp had. None of these guys are Geminis. The easiest way to spot Gemini sun is that they tend to talk with their hands. They're very scattered in their way of thinking. They're always changing their mind, and they tend to be very fickle-minded. None of these people were fickle and scattered and wishy-washy. All these people were very sure and certain of themselves because they were not Geminis. They were Tauruses. Come on now. This is why Vedic astrology is superior to Western astrology. And if you'd like to learn about it, I wrote an entire book on it called The Light Within, which you can find on my website, Isaiah47.net. Now have a great rest of your day.